Hey, it's Heather at Adventures in Gardening, and today we're going to be harvesting the potatoes, and we're going to be planting some daikon radish and some watermelon radish in its place. Planting? You're planting this time of year? Yes, I'm still planting. My name is Heather Thibault. I garden in Connecticut Zone 6, and I love to plant things in the fall, but it's not about just planting in the fall. It's about what you're going to be planting in the fall, because they have to be quick crops, right? So that's why I'm planting the daikon and the watermelon radish today. And I would love to know, I've been trying to tell people for years, fall is a great time to do vegetable gardening because your pest pressure is so much lower. Who out there is still planting or who is still gardening? Leave me a message below. Tell me if you're done or tell me what you have going on in the garden right now. So as well as harvesting, we're going to take a quick run through the vegetable garden and see what is still producing. And I've been planting this whole season, so there's new looking plants and then there's old tired looking plants too. So let's get going and oh, how many potatoes are we going to harvest? I have no idea. It's going to be a surprise. Surprise! It's going to be just like Christmas. So the vegetable garden looks dramatically different since the last time I did a video, but we had a few nights of some really cool temperatures, low 40s. I think we might have dipped even cooler than that. And that sends a message to the plants that it is time to finish up. I still have some early wonder tomatoes. The greenhouse is full of early wonder that look really good. These are tired plants. I'm leaving the fruits on the vine and see if I can get them to ripen here. I really think that they will. The look ahead at the weather looks pretty good. And since that cold snap, some of the plants have decided, oh, it's time to grow again, which is kind of funny. So I still have some cherry tomatoes that I will zip through here. The basil actually perked up after that cold snap. Again, I have a lot in the greenhouse, and that is a separate video because I'm going to do season extending stuff in the fall for the greenhouse. So there's a lot going on in there. Rosella cherry is still producing. This plant dropped a lot. There's plenty of cherry tomatoes that are left to still ripen, but this plant dropped when the cool temperatures came. I will show you one that did not drop that looks really great. I harvested a ton of cucumbers. There are still some skeleton cucumber vines on the arbor here, and I need to dispose of them. I've been cleaning up as I go. Don't wait until never to clean up. Try to clean up as you go. But you can see the Rosella cherries that are still up there that are still going to ripen, so we will still have cherry tomatoes. Now right here, Stupus does not drop when the weather turns cool, and I really feel like it doesn't change its flavor either. This is a large cherry, just to put it in perspective here with my hand. It keeps its flavor. It's a Czechoslovakian potato leaf that really doesn't mind too much. It doesn't drop, and it doesn't change its flavor, in my opinion. This is honey drop. There's a few of these left coming. This is blue cream cherry right here, and there's plenty of those too. You can see dead vines mixed in there. And this is Mrs. Barton. This does drop when it gets cool, so does blue cream berry. Berry's crazy. We're just gonna ripen what's left here. I cut the vines down, and they're still very tasty and nice. So that, I mean, you saw the beans as we came through. There's plenty of beans, and these are for my business for plants for next year for customers. That's why they are all dried, because I have other beans that I am eating. Now on the ground that you cannot see on the inside, the reason that I have removed as much as I did of the cucumber vines in such a hurry is because I wanted light, because I've got little tiny baby kales growing in there. Will they grow this year? I don't know, but it's worth my time to experiment, and I do keep track. I have Welsh onions in a couple of different places, and they look ragged. I'm actually harvesting them probably tomorrow. I'm going to cut them all and make this great tasting salad dressing that is super yummy. Red mustard, self-sowed, so you leave it. There's a couple of beans that I planted that are very young here. There's parsley all along here, and now that there's more light, we will have more parsley, and that's great in soups and stews for the fall. And I have some kale. This kale was planted in the spring. Was it? Yes, it was. It was planted in the spring. And it's had its fair share of worms, and it's very clean right now. So there's my basket for the potatoes. This is early flame jalapeno that will go into the greenhouse, and I will try to extend the season a little bit. It's a great little container jalapeno. These beans down here are Colima beans. They are nice and long and straight. These are the ones that we're eating right now. These are the ones that I have harvested and saved for Thanksgiving. We've been eating them all along as well, fresh. I did not pickle beans this year. I didn't need to really. Now, here are 2 big zucchinis and three smaller zucchinis here. You can see that there's powdery mildew. We are down to 12 hours and 16 minutes of daylight right now here where I live in Connecticut. And the cool nights, the cool humid nights, and then the warm days, powdery mildew happens. Am I concerned? I'm really not concerned, but I will be doing a great cleanup job at the end of the season. And if you watched my onion harvest video, it was the day I planted these, and I was like, will I get zucchini? Is it too late? Can you see the little zucchinis right there? And then the younger ones, I just think, looking ahead at the weather, I think we're going to still see some zucchini out of here. So it's always worth it to try a shorter day vegetable. Just pop it in. If you've got the seeds, go ahead and just pop it in. It is worth it to just give it a try. I harvested cabbage little by little, and I would put in things like these turnips and the beets, and some of the cabbage I did not pull. Instead, I just cut them. I left the stems, and it looks like I'm going to get some smaller heads of cabbage here, so that's great news. So yeah, it's kind of disorganized, but as I took the cabbage out, I would pop something else in. And that's where the carrots were. Marvel of Four Seasons lettuce, some young ones right there, and then a couple more beans that I popped in right there. This is Marvel of Four Seasons lettuce that's been planted for a little bit. It is a delicious lettuce. I just love this lettuce. And it's a great one for different temperatures. It has been a great year for peppers, and I make hot pepper sauce. So this is Craig's Grande jalapeno. Look at them all. Oh my goodness. And in the back is Hungarian Black, which is a sweet and fruity hot pepper. And over here I have some poblano peppers. All right, so this is the area that the potatoes are planted in, and we're going to take the string down. Now, how large of an area is this? It's not very large at all. 1, 2, 3. So I guess it's about 9, maybe 10 feet long and about 4 feet wide at the widest point right here. So, but people grow potatoes in buckets and using less space. So I am going to weigh these. I think I'm going to weigh them. If I can find a scale, I'm going to weigh them. So if you are new here, this is my garden that has just vegetables in it. I grow vegetables in several different places, and right now I'm doing, I have a big zucchini rampicante and Seminole pumpkin contest going on to see which one is going to be more productive. I've grown zucchini rampicante for years, so I know how productive it is, but I'm kind of comparing the two. And there's there's vegetables in many different places. So, but this is where it is just vegetables and herbs. So I know that there's some green ones in here because I've seen them. I use grass clippings to kind of mound up my potatoes. And I kind of lapsed a little bit, so there's kind of fresh grass clippings on top of them right now. I'm going to go ahead and cut these vines back, and then I'm going to pull the grass back. I'm going to pull it to one side because I'm going to put it back in and kind of till it in a little bit. So the green ones will be used for seed potatoes for next year. I just keep my potatoes going. That's what I do. And these potatoes are going to harvest themselves because here we go. So I'm just going to pull back this hay. We have potatoes. That's chicken food right there. You know what? I will bet you that these are those massive June beetles. Yeah, I bet you that's what these are. I'm going to collect these. All right, now I'm actually going to go deeper on the whole bed just to see. I can already tell you I missed something because there's a stem there, but I'm going to start at one end and just keep going. So digging deeper just yielded another handful of potatoes. But I don't know which of my yields is bigger today. Is it my potatoes or is it these guys? This is what nightmares are made of. Look. Yeah. So I am not going to keep them and raise them as pets. No, I am not. These are going to be supplemental chicken food. Yeah, these are the June beetle larvae that plagued me this summer, and this was just one garden bed that I was able to get them out of. Ew. Imagine how many more there are. So now I need to smooth this back out, and first I'm going to go ahead and put in some fertilizer into this mound here just to supplement a little bit what the potatoes have taken out. So this is 2 days, by the way. I mostly start my crops in cell packs because of slugs for protection. And so yeah, 2 days is what it took for these to come up. Now I'm going to carefully, gently take them out and pop them in the soil. So this is how many potatoes I got. I got this many pounds right here of organic potatoes. Think of how much money I just saved my family. We are not huge potato eaters, so these will last us through most of the winter. So give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed spending time with me in the garden today, and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next adventure in gardening. See you soon. All right, girls, today's your lucky day. It's not theirs. Yes, it's your lucky day. Look what I got you. It's Christmas. What? 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 What?